It's Sunday, June 29th, 2014, and I'm Jim Sullivan with your NeoWeather.com video forecast. Here's what's going on as of about 11 in the morning. It's warm and humid once again. Temperatures rising into the upper 70s, lower 80s as of right now. There's a little disturbance across eastern Ohio with more clouds and even a few showers trying to pop up right now. That could affect our eastern counties here into the early afternoon. And then you can see there's a bit of a sunny break over parts of central Ohio. And then off to the west, there's more clouds and a few more showers and storms popping up. That's with another disturbance that'll move in for late afternoon and into this evening. Taking a look across the entire country now, there is a little bit of action this morning. First and foremost, across the central United States, we have a big low pressure system here spinning north of the U.S.-Canadian border. That's really responsible for pulling all this north well into the entire eastern U.S. and well into Ontario and Quebec. We have a little piece of energy here over the plains moving out of the Rockies, and that's sort of tapping this warm, humid air mass and causing some storms. And there could be a good amount of severe weather today across portions of Iowa into Missouri, southern Wisconsin, and Illinois late this afternoon and into this evening. Off the southeastern United States coastline, we talked about this disturbance yesterday, or I did. This is spinning like a top. It is looking like this is going to develop into a tropical depression and potentially tropical storm Arthur here over the next 2-3 days. And again, it won't be a huge threat to land, but it will be spinning off the southeastern coastline here through at least midweek. So if you're heading towards the Carolinas, Georgia, or Florida along the coastline, you may have to deal with some windy, rainy conditions, although this probably isn't going to become a big hurricane, but stay tuned just in case. Coming back to Cleveland, looking at the numbers, yesterday we hit 90 for the third time this year for a high, low 67. Averages for today are 82, 63. Records 94 set in the warm summer of 2012, 51 the record low. No rain at Hopkins yesterday, but we're still running well above normal on the monthly and yearly precipitation, and we're still setting the sun at 9:05 tonight. And as we move through this afternoon, clouds are going to increase and scattered storms will develop by late afternoon and into this evening as those disturbances move through the area. A couple of storms could produce some heavy rain and maybe some locally strong winds. Highs in the mid-80s. Tonight, lows struggle to dip below the lower 70s with a few storms in the evening, but I think will dry out overnight. And pollen counts for today haven't really changed since yesterday. Grass pollen is elevated a bit. Tree and weed pollen, pretty low. Mold spores, again, are a little bit elevated, but they really aren't high enough to bother most people. All right, taking a look ahead here on one of our forecast computer models. Over Ohio today, you can see the model depicts these two disturbances sparking showers across the state through the afternoon. Showers and storms. They'll be scattered, it looks like. It won't be an all-day rain, although the storms will be slow-moving, so they could produce a little heavy rain and maybe some gusty winds, but the overall severe threat today is pretty low here in Ohio. Now, as you look towards the west this evening, the model does develop a fair number of storms across the Corn Belt down into Kansas, and those storms could definitely be severe this evening, as we talked about, with all that energy moving out of the Rockies. Now, those storms will move east tonight, and they'll probably fizzle, which will allow more storms to break out here across this region during the day on Monday. And you can see the model really blows things up as we move things forward. Here in Ohio tomorrow, there's not going to really be any disturbances or any fronts to spark storms, so we'll probably be mostly dry tomorrow. The best chance for any storms in Ohio tomorrow will be if the storms overnight tonight, as they die, sometimes they'll leave some boundaries, which might cause a few isolated storms to fire across the region tomorrow, but I think we'll be mainly dry tomorrow, and out to the west you're going to want to watch for more severe weather. All right, taking a look here at our big picture forecast charts going forward, you can see this large area of warmth across most of the country, and you can see here across the upper Midwest these very tightly packed lines representing a very strong jet stream moving across this very warm, humid air mass, which is why there is a pretty good severe weather threat across parts of the Midwest over the next couple of days. As we head towards the middle of the work week, that cooler weather moves our way, so we're going to see below average temperatures return, it looks like, by Wednesday and definitely Thursday, along with a few shower chances lingering through at least Wednesday, if not into Thursday, as this disturbance takes its good old time going by. Now, as we head into the 4th, you can see we're still a little bit cooler than what we've been, but that disturbance pulls out, which is likely going to allow us to dry out for the 4th, and will likely stay dry through at least next Saturday. Now, as we head into next weekend, a huge dome of warm air is expected to build across the western U.S., and it looks like we'll start warming back up here too. The question will be, as we head towards the middle of July, how much of this warmth will come east. Right now it's uncertain. It looks like we might not get too hot here through mid-July after this little warm spell we're in now, but stay tuned, we'll keep watching. Alright, so here is what all that looks like on your 7-day. Tomorrow, mainly dry, maybe a couple of isolated storms, but nothing widespread. Highs near 90, very warm and humid. Look at those overnight lows the next couple of nights, only in the low to mid 70s. Tuesday, better chances for scattered storms as that cold front goes through. Some of those storms could be strong to severe with damaging winds. Highs in the mid 80s Tuesday. We cool off into the 70s then to end the work week. Again, Wednesday, Thursday, there could be a few showers or storms as a couple of disturbances ride by. But then by the 4th, it looks spectacular. Mild temperatures, mostly sunny skies, and that continues into at least next Saturday. All right, again, I'm Jim Sullivan. Thanks for watching. Check us out again tomorrow.